You are watching Street Culture TV.
Yes, people, Killa here. You know what time it is? Street Culture TV time, reporting to you live from London, UK. I go by the name of Killa. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're live on Twitch right now. We've got a whole heap of stuff coming your way, all from the realms of street culture. Whether it's the sporting, art, whether it's music or more, we got you, all right? Sit back and enjoy. Let's get on with it. Send it up, Street Culture TV. Let's go.
This is Street Culture TV.
You are tuned into B-Boy Documents.
The movement's even thrown up its own craftsmen. They have their own special techniques, like Y-ZER. He tends to make it up as he goes along, depending on the wall's surface.
It depends on the surface you draw on it and the size of it, because you shouldn't expect to have the perfect wall when you go to spray. So I tend to have the drawing memorised so as to improvise it as I can go along.
But to all the writers, a big part of the buzz is a periodic brush with the law.
Some woman saw us from a window and she started shouting out, "Stop doing this, stop doing this." And like, we ignored her, you know what I mean, and carried on. It took about half an hour. And as soon as we finished it, like, a police car came around the corner and we got caught, you know what I mean? Like red-handed, you know what I mean, spraying and that word.
But today, top artists like Y-ZER are being forced to go straight by their success. People like him and Pride of Wembley are getting commissions to put their work in places like Covent Garden's Piazza. Pride believes that there's already a distinction between ordinary graffiti writers and artists like himself.
The guys who really committed themselves to it are now kind of like seeking their reward, you could say, because like people have come to them and like asking them to do things in galleries and things like that, so they're graffiti artists.
And for one artist, this exhibition at London's ICA gallery proves that graffiti can pay. The paintings of 24-year-old New Yorker Jean-Michel Basquiat are now fetching up to $20,000 a time. He started his artistic life as a part-time writer of graffiti, but today he's the darling of the New York art establishment. He's impressed the experts with what they regard as complex painting laden with deep significance, like this one, which has dozens of nails driven into one section of it.
And that's a reference to a tradition within some African sculpture where carvings are covered in thousands of nails, and within particular societies, the nails are supposed to carry the guilt, either collectively or individually, of members of that society.
Well, Basquiat's clearly convinced the critics. It may well be art, but is it graffiti? We put the question to the British experts.
It's very good painting for galleries, but I can't see where it's related to graffiti art.
The guy's said to be a young graffiti artist, but I don't see it as what you see on the streets.
I mean, sort of like, if I wanted something like that, I could get his brother to do it for me.
B-Boy Documents.
Killa podcast. Y-ZER.
Yo, like that. Jump up on that mic, I pull the track right back. Killa and the Y-ZER going back to back to. Hey, listen, look, said I'm the proof to the shady. Proven since day that I'd flow longer than 8 miles until they start to pay me. Knocking down the doors that I'm a kid again with gingerbread. But even a Ron Weasley wouldn't cast a spell to save me. I'm crazier than Azkaban, hazier than Amsterdam. I'm influencing music like when Skrillex got banger and jeez. I watch it unfold when my team are here, you know. Killa. Man, I got away with words, man, I got away with words, man, I got away with loads, man, I got away with loads, save it. How am I gonna save my soul? How am I gonna save my soul? Take it. How am I gonna take it home? Still trying to get my place in life when all the rest are here faking. That gets me raving, I got hunger to keep me patient, but still in time on the race, these guys will thriving out of my fragrance. It's blatant, I'm amazing how I just pay the vida.
This is Street Culture TV.
An alien creature has accidentally landed on Earth. He's lost, frightened, and he needs a friend, somebody just like you. His name is Mac, and you can call him at 1-900-9094-MAC. Be his friend and share his adventures. And if you call Mac now, he'll send you his poster for free. Ask your parents before you call. $2 first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Mac and Me, coming March 30th to your favorite video store. Call Mac now, 1-900-9094-MAC. He's waiting.
Yes, people, DJ MILLZ here. We are currently standing right outside the Forum in Kentish Town. We've got the B-Boy Championship 2023, where dancers are going to be battling off head-to-head to take home the crown. What are we waiting for? 2, 3, I'm here with the B-Boys themselves.
B-Boy Mascot, B-Boy Daga, B-Boy Rico, B-Boy Kid Karen.
And who do you think is going to win?
I'm absolutely dead because I just came off stage, so I lost in the semi-finals against Phil Wizard, and my money's on Phil Wizard today.
Yes, we are actually here Team Latin American, South American against Italy.
And we are for Italy, and we are waiting also to battle against you guys.
Yeah. And is this what you do for a living, or?
The afternoon, like I work with kids, like teaching breaking.
We teach in the schools, that schools.
Thank you so much for chatting today, guys. People are currently behind the scenes with Swifty.
I'm now an MC. I'm hosting events around the UK, around the world. We're working with Fujifilm and Instax for the Undisputed Tour. And at the moment, we're here at the UK BBOY Champs, which is obviously one of the biggest and longest running breaking battles in the UK. Started off by my man Hooch. Check out the BBOY Championships. We'll see you next year at UK Champs. All right?
See you there. We are here live and direct. We've got Harry Shotta to my right, Killa to my left. Two big boys in the scene here, part of Roadblock. Tell the people what you're doing tonight.
Hello, right there, mate. It's live tonight. We've got a very special showcase for the three boys and three girls of this wonderful nation, man. We've been putting it together for a while, haven't we, Harry? Yeah, man. And when we first sat down, we wanted to do a project together. We've been talking about it for a while, but now is the time to do it. From there, it's been sort of full steam ahead. You on the shows, man.
Well, that's it, man. Tonight is going to be big. Street Culture TV, Roadblock. See you later. DJ Prime Cut, tell the people.
It's an amazing event to be involved. I came to the B-Boy Championships for the first time in like the mid-90s when it was at Shepherd's Bush. At the end of that year I quit my job and I've continued since then. Chop bits of it up, do the beatboxing thing, play around with it and then drop the tune and hopefully everyone goes mad.
Yeah. Hey guys, we are here with the B-Girl champion of 2023.
I'm B-Girl Stephanie from Ukraine. It's been really cool. I'm really happy for this winning because I made like several times already UK champ and I like lost in the final once. So for me it's really big because I live in this country and I really want to get these ties definitely.
How does it feel being in a male-dominated scene, breakdancing?
Wow, another feeling, you know, it's like crazy energy, especially because I'm a mom, just like 6 months baby. For me, like everything now what I'm achieving, it's like kind of impossible because I couldn't believe before that I can, like, you know, recover real quick. And and
well done, man. You've been absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
So well.
Thanks, guys.
I want you to do something like this.
Vibe is nice right now. Killa inside the place of Street Culture TV. If you're enjoying the ride, hit the follow button on the Twitch. You know what it is. Street Culture TV every weekend, Sunday, the new time. For those of you who don't know, 2024 heralds the arrival of breakdancing at the Olympics. We call it breaking, you call it b-boy, and we call it out on the street. It's street culture. We're going to get a lot more of that over the next few months. So sit back and enjoy. Now let's get into it. Send it up, Street Culture TV. On to the next. Let's go.
You are watching Street Culture TV.
Hear that rumble. Hear that rumble, yeah, yeah.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, say they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
We've got some legends for a very important and special cause. We will indulge shortly, but allow me to introduce to you some pioneers in the game. A good friend of the podcast, you know him very well, London Posse's very own Rodney P.
Yes, sir.
But reached me with fame, Dub Pistols fame, the man, the myth, the legend, Shorty T inside the place as well.
As a community, if you were put in a position where you were in need, that community would rally around and help support you.
Very much
you
so.
know? And it turns out in this situation, that's very much what has happened.
Mhm.
You know, we have an incredible lineup for this event,
Yeah.
and we didn't have to ask anybody twice.
Mhm,
There was
mhm.
no follow-up calls. It was just, this is what it's for, yeah, I'm down.
Mhm.
You know? So first and foremost, we have to salute the drum and bass scene as a whole.
100%.
They're, man, they're so
Every one of them.
tight. It's just, they're an example to how you build a scene and cultivate your own audience. They're an example of that.
Yes, what's going on, people? It's myself, DJ Argue, Fabric, Mike Masters event, drum and bass, grime, all of that jazz. Whole heap of MCs on the lineup. Street Culture TV, I'll tag the team. So we're going to see what's going on. So follow us and let's see what's going to happen for the night. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yes, what's going on, people? Myself, DJ Argue, we're here, Mike Masters, Harry from the place. What's going on, man? Early doors, just got in, Ninja's popping on stage right now. Evil Breeze coming up next. Got Y-ZER and Rhymer coming up, Drex. Enough artists, man, too many to mention. Behind the Mic Masters. Really and truly, the Mic Masters thing is just so MCs, they want to run the set the way they want to run it, because sometimes when you turn up as a drum and bass MC, you're working with a DJ, you're just spitting to whatever he plays. But the difference is tonight, all the MCs are bringing their own DJ. It's actually focusing a little bit on the MCs just to give them a chance to shine in the way they want to shine. The producers are so talented, you know what I'm saying, and they've been killing it. Drum and bass is a worldwide thing, you know what I mean? I've been lucky enough to go all over the world doing this thing, so we're in this kind of changing time at the moment, and my Masters is sort of a party, you know what I mean?
Easy, Devilman, live in the flesh, bro. A legendary event here for the MCs in drum and bass, you get me? Good to see you, bro. Mike Masters, absolutely legendary.
Yes, people, it's DJ MILLZ, just come straight off the bat of the Mic Masters set.
Shorty in the building, what's going on?
Respect, my brother. Yeah, man, we're there, live at Fabric. First ever debut event, drum and bass, grime. Yeah, I left here for an hour, I come back, the place is popping. Do you know what I mean? Like, what can I say? It's for the artists, for the MCs, platform. This is the way forward, man. The ravers want something more out there. didn't even connect with my masters. Like 20 years ago, a man created MC Convention. It's just something, it's a platform for the MCs basically in drum and bass because there's nothing like that.
It's beautiful to see people I know 80, 90, up to 40, 45. Do you know what I'm saying? We're all together, man, because the beautiful thing about this music is it's just a melting pot. So you know what I mean? A melting pot of culture, a melting pot of vibes. Then I sound in them like my
thing is we're artists, and people look at us as MC. Yeah, and really truly raggatons are artists.
Big business, we got Argue, doing great interviews, doing great work for the scene. I absolutely love it.
Mike Masters event, listen, more to come. Big up everyone we interviewed, I'll take everyone that performed tonight. I'll take Kela, I'll take Jim behind the camera. So listen, we're going to be back real soon with some more DJ Argument out.
新しい顔がやってきたディスコマック。新しい顔に合う顔はこれかこれか。
拝見できます？
俺かい？ディスコかい？
どちらでも。
あれ？ギラナショナルです。
This is Street Culture TV.
Hey, yo, B, bring me some of that smoke. Bring both the jars. You know what I'm saying? Bring me one already rolled up. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. SM1.
Big Zephyr. Big Zephyr. Big Zephyr. First of all, rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Don't spill no drink on my clothes when I'm Louis B.
Share certain perspectives in this. I'll buy no alligator sneakers, Orinoco leather. Admire Aussie Bowl, but never had the formal pleasure. Sipping Lucozade at 4 AM to get me ready. Hustle never.
Badder than, bad from me man. Where you get your man? Your health is wealth.
Bait one. This pack came from Brum. Man tried to take me for a punk. Ask him what estate he's from. Shouts to Reveal though, I let the big bills fold. This grill is real gold.
This is Street Culture TV.
Yes, Killa here. Guess what time it is? Street Culture TV, and we are outside the Forge, Camden, London, for the one-time only, highly exclusive charity fundraiser for the awesome Lackovic of AEROSOUL clothing. If you ain't heard about the drum and bass movement, hip-hop movement, attire, he's got the top to tail of everything you need in the fashion world, and we are supporting him for a very charitable evening of the world of exclusive drum and bass pioneers, myself, hip-hop's in the house. Let's go and get it. Street Culture TV, send it up. Jumping Jack Frost, Harry Shotta in the place, Street Culture TV. How are we feeling, gentlemen?
Yeah, good. Such a good vibe out there, atmosphere is nice, everyone's out there for Lackovic.
Beautiful to see everyone in one place, isn't it? Yeah. Gorgeous, and the vibe's just getting started, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I came in and I was like, yeah, you feel that vibe straight away.
Yeah, straight away.
It's almost like the old school vibes when you used to go out and rave, you know what I mean? Yeah, we've got the mixtape out there. Me and Frost.
Oh yeah, come on. You need to be on that, yeah? Trust me, you need to be on that.
Liquid and bars.
Boom! You need to be on that.
Let's kill that.
Street Culture TV, Killa, Kela, Jumping Jack Frost, Harry Shotta.
We are not done, we are not finished. Let me see your hands in the air, Forge. Raise up your hands inside. Connected. Yes, man. Mr. Killa Kels! Alongside the Irish Shotta. Up for this, listen. We're ready, listen. Listen. That's magic, hardcore, but it's gonna touch with the skills of resilience. Not too fast, it's all the 1 million. These are zillions, don't be sick. Tell you with a beat. DJ put a beat with a man, so they can't get a drop. We're on the motivations. Listen, you're not the one. Happy birthday, Navigator.
Here we are, we're inside the octagon of what is the fundraiser for Lackovic AEROSOUL. This gentleman is the one that put it together. He goes by the name of Shorty. How are we feeling, my brother?
I'm feeling good, my brother.
Yeah?
Rest in Kels, enough respect for coming through, my brother.
Always.
It's better than I could expect, you know what I mean? And it's all for that great cause, and it's to make sure that people are coming through the door, coming through for a good cause, for Lackovic, you know what I mean? And so far, it's been fantastic. We got Groove Rider, Yo Reggae Twins, Navigator, Kills. We got Harry Shotta, my Bridget Lee, if you don't know, get to know. It's a good day for a good cause.
Yeah, and you're a happy man.
I'm happy. You know, sometimes you're in the moment, I have to wait till tomorrow really to look back and digest it. Yeah.
Let a man get on with it. Shorty T inside your place. Come on, Street Culture TV. Hey, let's
Street Culture.
Yo, and that's it. What a night. Harry Shotta, how's that for you, brother?
It's on fire tonight, you know what I mean? Representing for our boy Lackovic, man, each and every time. The vibes in there, incredible. You know how we do. Laccovic's an important guy to the culture of this. It's only right everyone come together tonight to represent, man.
That's it. You know what to do. Street Culture TV, AEROSOUL fundraiser. Lackovic, peace out. Easy. Just like that, we're giving it to you raw. Street Culture TV. For those who don't know, I go by the name of Killa Kela, your host, giving it to you. Street Culture TV. If you just joined us, hit that follow button on Twitch. We're here every single week, giving it to you ground control, Street Culture TV style. Where it's mini docs, big docs, the walk tours, Graph, and the DJ mixes. It's all here globally. Hey, we're gonna keep it moving like that. Stick around, enjoy the ride. Street Culture TV. Let's go.
This is Street Culture TV.
Come on, ma, please.
There was so much confusion and debate about what I was and where I fit in, and you know, do like white people like me, do black people like me, you know, do rich people like me, do poor people like me. There's always so much debate about me not fitting into society. Most of the time that there is a little box around what a musician is, I think today even more so than 10 years ago. There was lots of preconceived ideas that were where people were judgmental, and I think it is because I was a woman, where people were like, oh, how could you talk about revolution and wear nail polish or lipstick? Like, those two things don't sit together. And, you know, and this was from the industry, where when I was trying to get record deals, where people would be like, oh, if you're really serious about revolution, then you need to come in looking like Bob Marley. You know, you can't come in wearing stilettos and lipstick.
When did you decide to be this exotic figure, Grace Jones, this androgynous, macho, attractive? When did you decide to be larger than life?
When did I decide to be myself, really?
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yes, my family was very religious, a very strict Jamaican family, you know, with a very English colonial type of upbringing and school and all of that. And I realized after I left home that I was not myself. That was not me. I was living their life, what they wanted. And I wanted to discover first about life, and then decide what I wanted from life, what made me happy, what was easy for me.
I feel more established as a woman and as a musician. I feel accomplished. I definitely feel different at 26 than I did at like 23 or 24. Maybe I was having a quarter-life crisis. The way I thought about love changed, the way I thought about myself changed, the way I thought about music changed. I thought about those things before from a very self-righteous and selfish place. Now I think about those things not as an accessory, but as a necessity.
Because I guess I was also like quite antsy about, you know, just that general vibe, you know, of the music business, and, you know, that kind of expectancy that you're going to be the kind of sexy lady that they want you to be, you know, in a way. Whoever they are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I think there's a naturalness to you. I remember as you know, I think, well, we're not too far off the age, but when I was growing up, like, I mean, to me, your songs are, in my head, are revered as a strong, like, soundtrack to my childhood in the 80s and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? Early 90s. So I think your persona, I guess the only way I can class it is the attractiveness combined with that MIA style. Don't give a fuck.
Well, that's like, I mean, I think you have to be militant. I mean, it's like, yeah, if I can't stand up in my boots and just, you know, it's that thing of like drawing a kind of a power and energy from, like you were saying, like being in the moment and being there. And I think we're all kind of like rebels. I mean, I've always wanted to break through the stereotype, you know?
Yeah, I do.
Roots.
I'm just going with the flow, to be honest. The self-respect and the self-love, I mean, it's an ongoing challenge and process. I mean, it's never ending. For me, it's been more of a process, reaching that, which is, you know, hard but beneficial and character building, essentially. That's kind of like part of it, to be as honest as I can and just chat about stuff that's going on inside me or in my immediate environment. There's definitely subjects and messages that I'm not trying to convey at all. you know, like materialism, and I hate listening to songs that are just talking about what designer clothes they've got on and how much money they've got. That really pisses me off, to be honest. I've been through spouts of heavy materialism, and so that's how it kind of started. Like, you know, my mum forcing me into charity shops, bazaars, you know what I mean? And I used to hate it. You know, I was that adamant that, you know, I wanted to fit in that bad. And from that, you know, I quickly learned that it wasn't gonna go like that. So I just had to start looking cool somehow else, you know what I mean? But if you ask me, you know, all my clothes are from charity shops. Everything's secondhand. And, you know, actually, when you take a break from it and you zoom out from it, a lot of it's unnecessary.
Another legend in the building. And he's a very humble character. He never wants people to talk in that certain fashion about him, but I am, because it's his podcast. East London's first, and I'll go so far as first, but first generation East Londoner, central line batterer among many others. He goes by the name of Urge. What are you saying, my brother?
Nice one. Right.
How you doing?
He had his problems, and it's very easy to judge someone and not understand their background. You know, it's not stuff that you talked about when you were young. It's just you're into things, and he does that, he must be all right, and you know. But we're rubbing shoulders with all kinds of people.
Well, that's what Graff does, doesn't it?
Oh, totally. Different class doesn't exist,
No.
and you know, I hate this thing where people try and put Graff within a certain class and. Bollocks, we grew up as kids, we were none the fucking wiser to where anyone was living or what their background was, so...
That's what I loved the most.
But yeah, I think that was, you know, that was the thing, is you'd learn... There was certain situations with people and you think, fuck you, and what they've done to other people and all that, that shit, yeah. And it's only later in life that you find out and you realise, you know, it's just... We're too immature to realise.
Sorry, without going into too much specific detail, elaborate a little more.
This is Street Culture TV.
I tell them I know they make me feel much better. Make me feel much better. Now this total meditation when we smoke up, me ganja. Love it, love it. What I see come back and never burn a sense of me. Let me say, oh tell me that I know time or respect. If you want to strength and wisdom, make you concentrate. Me strong up in my heart and soul. We love to burn me out. Sweet, 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 sweet sense in me. Sense in me, let me a burn. Sweet, 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 sweet marijuana. Sweet sense in me, sweet, 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 sweet marijuana. Who love that? Sweet, 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 sweet marijuana. Sweet, 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 sweet. Dance to me, love me, I burn.
Yo, and that's it. We're out. That in was out of fashion. I've been Killa Kela, and you've only just joined us. You've missed out, but don't worry, you can check it on the rerun. Just jump straight onto the Twitch, hit the follow button, and you're good as gold. You'll be able to check us every single week because we are here, live, London, global, doing it internationally for the street culture. Thank you so much for checking us out, and big shout out to the contributors. Hold tight, Ashlee. Hold tight, David Ross. Big shout out to Guam and Anthony. Big shout out to the videographers, Johnny and Jimmy. Big shout out to our DJs and presenters, Argue, MILLZ, Menace, Maya, Vicxxi. Oh, yo, don't forget DJ Shorty. Yo, we're out like that. Thank you so much for having us. Take care of yourselves. See you next week. Peace.
This is Street Culture TV.